white guy.
Hey, this is Sparkrdom.
And this is Hey Check It Out Mark.
So, we're Duality Reviews, and we're gonna get our first review up on Killing Floor. Basically, just a game made by Tripwire.
Which started out as actually a mod for Unreal Tournament 2004.
Yeah, but they actually finally turned it into a game. So, basically, the story of this game is very, very simple. A government-funded experiment to create these quote-unquote soldier monsters was shut down. Specimens got loose in London, and now you and your team must go in and cleanse this quote-unquote infection.
It's really, really cliche, I just have to say. I've seen it 1,000 times before, and it's probably been done better.
Yeah, but thankfully this game doesn't rely heavily on the story. It relies very heavily on the gameplay and teamwork, which makes it the story acceptable. Now it's time we pounce on the graphics.
Alright, well, my personal view on the whole thing is the graphics are somewhat toned down, and that's to keep the frame rate at an acceptable level. I mean, the graphics are good, but they're nothing special. I've seen it before 100 times.
Well, it's because it's built on the Unreal Engine, which has not been updated in a while, as far as I know. The graphics look better than you, though, so that's always a good thing.
Hey!
Sorry, dude, I had to. Because, like, you're old, and your sperm has Alzheimer's.
Okay, let's get back to the general review here. Graphics are good, not great.
Agreed. Of course, we gotta put in the fact that it's Unreal Tournament, so the Unreal Engine, so obviously it's not gonna be up to date, like, amazing. Because they don't update engines, like, every game, because then that would be a waste of time. And plus they can only go so far in the amazingness of graphics. So you gotta put that into consideration. Considering this is the Unreal Engine, I'd say it's actually really good for an Unreal Engine game. So honestly, for the graphics, since it's old, I'm gonna be a little bit lenient on it because it's old, and it's like trying to compare StarCraft graphics to today. Though not that extreme, of course.
Hey!
What?
You got a problem with old?
No! Well, only you, but no.
My general consensus on the whole thing is the graphics are pretty good, they're not great, and overall, for a $20 mod, basically, it's adequate. You know, I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Like I said, considering that it's an old engine and it's not like the Crisis engine, I'd give it about 8.5 just because you gotta give it some leniency, but again, it's not the greatest. Alright, so now that we've tackled the intro storyline and the graphics, it's time we head into the gameplay.
That's what she said. Okay, gameplay-wise, it's pretty much dependent on what you're looking for. If you're looking for just a cheap fix, you know, like a quick adrenaline rush, then this is certainly the game for you. If you're looking for a game with story or, you know, replay value, I'm afraid you're kind of SOL.
Take a hit on Killing Floor. It gives you adrenaline.
It's one of those games that's fun for the weekend or something, or fun for a few days, but then it starts to lose its luster because really you played one round, you played them all.
One of the big issues I had with the gameplay was, yes, you had melee weapons, but you couldn't melee with a gun. I'm sorry, but hello, butt him in the face. What is that? No.
In fact, I'm so used to playing Left 4 Dead, I was playing Half-Life 2 today, and I immediately right-clicked when that friggin' zombie thing jumped at me because I thought it was a hunter, and I ended up firing a grenade point-blank into the zombie's face, which was standing about 2 feet from me. You know, insta-kill. That was fun.
Another problem I had was the voice acting. I mean, the sounds were amazing. The guns sounded quite crisp. They had good sounds. The infected, sometimes you just wanted to punt them in the face because they were annoying, but for the most part they were good. But the voice acting, made me want to shove a nail up my penis and rip it out with everything I had and kill myself.
Sounds like fun. Anyway, my personal beef with the voice acting isn't that, it's bad, which it is. But I'm used to dealing with bad voice acting. The problem is, most of the lines that they say make no sense at all. I just really hate the voice acting in this game, and I wish there was a way to turn off the voice acting without turning off the game sounds, because like he said, the guns sound great, the infected sound pretty good, explosions are nice, that kind of thing, but the voice acting just wants me to shove a nail through my eye in the hopes that it will kill me and I won't have to listen to them anymore.
It would help better if you just shoved it through your temple, because then it actually will hit your brain.
How do you know this?
Temple's a pressure point. Any pressure point usually has a lot of nerves or is just very close to something vital.
Alright, well, as you kill specimens a certain way, you get permanent stat upgrades. You can upgrade them in a bunch of classes, and, it gives you stuff like higher accuracy, cheaper guns, that kind of stuff. So it's really somewhat of an incentive to keep playing, but at the same time, there are a lot of classes, in my opinion, that are kind of useless.
So, overall for gameplay, it's very well balanced. It does rise exponentially with the more people and the harder difficulty you choose. The first wave, it depends on what difficulty, there's more and more waves, or no, how long you can have it. You can have different difficulty, more players, and more waves. Usually the first wave is like a bunch of